Well, the heavens have opened and the conditions have really changed here at Brands Hatch. You can see the cars are lining up and they're ready for the Dunlop Mini7's race. I'll hand you straight up to the commentary box.
Thanks, Charlie. So this is the ultra-competitive Dunlop Mini7s. It's Darren Thomas in pole position alongside him, Andrew Devaney, then Max Hunter and Paul Spark. The strength in depth continues. Ashley Davis and Lewis Selby on row 3. Very tricky conditions. Away for the drivers as away we go. Is the green and white car of Andrew Devaney, who gets a good jump from pole. He might be able to lead Darren Thomas with Max Hunter into 3rd place, and then Paul Spark slipping into 4th as the field run downhill through Paddock Hill Bend before climbing up towards Druids. And Thomas busy defending from Devaney as the rest of the field all jostled the ground early on. Well, when people think about mini racing, is often the Dunlop Mini7 Challenge which springs immediately to mind. It's Devaney demoted by Max Hunter into Graham Hill Bend, something of a voyage of discovery as the drivers all slither looking for grip, but out front Darren Thomas trying to break clear of Max Hunter. Then it's Paul Spark who's emerged into 3rd. Andrew Devaney next one, he has got Graham Davis, car 3 just behind him. Group of cars really trying to break away from the rest of them. Also up and showing strongly as well is Ashley Davis in car number 6, and it's Ashley Davis who is challenged by Graham Davis, IS, goes past IES as they head along the gravel straight into Paddock Hill Bend. Already Max Hunter breaking away at front of the field in pursuit of Darren Thomas. That leading duo now a good 10 to 15 car lengths clear of the rest of the field. Andrew Devaney and Paul Spark busy disputing 3rd position as the pair of them turn around the hairpin at Druids. Well, downhill towards Graham Hill Bend. Still Graham Davis just clear of Ashley Davis as Ashley looks to the outside of Graham at Graham Hill Bend. He makes the move stick. Graham Davis though might just be able to draw alongside on the run along the Cooper Straight. They jink into 30s, still running side by side. And then on and around clearways before they pick up the pace out of Clark Curve onto the Bramham Straight. And for both Spark and Devaney, this will be a little bit anxious for them to see the race leaders having built such an advantage. Andrew Devaney looking to draws alongside Paul Spark into Paddock Hill Bend, can't find a way past him as Darren Thomas sets the pace at the front of the field, running absolutely metronomically clear of Max Hunter. Then Devaney looks to the inside of Spark into Druids. He gets the inside line for the hairpin, crucially doesn't slip wide, but they have now got Ashley Davis in pursuit of them as well. Turning into Graham Hill Bend, it's Spark who fights for the traction. Car just bobbing and weaving as they head along the Cooper Straight in towards 30s. Then a slight gap back, number 3 car, that's Graham Davis. And we've also got Nathan Burge just beginning to pick his way up through the order as well. The beauty of the Dunlop Mini7 Challenge is that really wherever you look, there is always somebody's battle with, there is always some great racing ongoing throughout the field. Some of the midfield battles surging. It's number 5 car, Chloe McDonald, looking to make a little bit of ground. So Chavez Dyer trying to challenge as Andrew Devaney gets it all wrong through Paddock Hill Bend and spears across the road and thumps into the tyre wall. And that is a big hit for Andrew Devaney. The bonnet has come to rest on the top of the tyre wall. Devaney moving inside the cockpit. I think he's more or less okay, but that was a big hit for Devaney. His race very emphatically in the end. Meanwhile, here is the fight for the lead as now Max Hunter looking to line up, possibly to try and force the move on Darren Thomas into 30s. Thomas bumps across the grass and Hunter has got his nose in front, or has he? Into clearways only now does he move across and cover the line, and that could be a crucially timed pass there for Max Hunter, because waved yellow flags at clearways would designate that the safety car is intruding, and that is exactly what has happened. That's very good news for Paul Spark in 3rd, because it will bring him up into contention with the leaders as the safety car is poised and ready to get underway. There is Andrew Devaney's stricken vehicle. So the recovery work yet to commence. Result is going to cost them a handful of racing laps, but the marshals at Brands Hatch, as ever, doing a great job. Of Max Hunter, maybe a little bit over-exuberant in his efforts to get underway, being caught out by the slippery circuit, and that means that Darren Thomas has got the golden opportunity to reclaim the advantage as they head towards Paddock Hill Bend. The resumption of this race. Hugs the apex. Thomas takes the swooping line. This time it's Paul Spark who gets all caught out, bounces through the gravel trap, and fortunately, and unlike Andrew Devaney, doesn't get then spat across the road into the tyre wall. Max Hunter also was caught out as part of that. He, as a result, has lost out to Darren Thomas, who reclaims the advantage up into third place now. We have got Ashley Davis. That's Graham Davis from Nathan Burge. Max Hunter sitting there poised behind Thomas, as here is Paul Spark in his efforts to pick himself back up through the field. This has been a great series of laps from Darren Thomas. He has now built an uncharacteristically large lead over Max Hunter as Nathan Burge runs wide at Graham Hill Bend. That will give Paul Spark the opportunity to claim another place to his credit. So now begins to pick his way up through the field is Adam Smith. It's actually Davis and then Graham Davis as they turn through Clark Curve onto the Brabham Straight once more. Silver car of Smith. To Ashley Davis as they head towards Paddock Hill Bend. Davis to the inside line, Smith to the outside, and as a result, absolutely no way through. Adam Smith around the outside track at Paddock. While Paul Sparks' recovery drive continuing, he's going to probably bring Nathan Burge with him for company. Between Davis and Smith, and this time Adam Smith thought there was a hole to the inside line at Graham Hill Bend. That hole very quickly closed up and disappeared. Paul Spark is the scarred car that tripped through the gravel trap as now Adam Smith finds a way through. Past Ashley Davis. His next target is Graham Davis in the black number 3 car. Then we've got this huge train of cars forming up behind. These minis slipstream so easily that it's very, very hard to get a jump on the rivals. That's why we see these surging packs of cars through the field. It's Charlie Budd who is to the fore of this next group, although for how long, because he gets demoted around the outside. That's Spencer Wanstall who makes the pass. Great stuff. Brave move into Paddock Hill Bend, and immediately Budd comes under all manner of pressure into Druids. Still, door handle racing is what the Dunlop Mini7 Championship is best known for. Liam Whiteman has to get his elbows out just to defend a little bit from Tom Hartwell. Meanwhile, here comes Darren Thomas, race leader, streaking through as we move into the latter stages of the race. Thomas has built an uncharacteristic large leaders into the gravel trap. There is Max Hunter, and that is very unusual to see. Max slithering off the road, slams the door, stalks away. Immensely frustrating. Max Hunter, much less frustrating for Darren Thomas. It's also pretty good news for Paul Spark. He's got Lewis Selby as his next target. Selby in second place. Spark then promoted to third as a result of others falling by the wayside as Liam Whiteman and Chris McDonald run side by side through Druids. Downhill, pair of them head towards Graham Hill Bend. Meanwhile, this is looking like it's going to be a very, very dominant victory for Darren Thomas. He accelerates now along the Brabham Straight. The checker flag is ready and waiting, and it's victory on the Dunlop Mini7s for Darren Thomas. He takes the win, and emphatically so. Lewis Selby is going to hold on. He will take second place from Paul Spark, with Nathan Burge heading the trailer cars, fighting for fourth as they head across the line. Brilliant racing and great victory for Darren Thomas. Let's have a look then at the final results. Thomas wins it, Lewis Selby in second place from Paul Spark, then Nathan Burge from Graham Davis and Adam Smith, a great scrap, with Charlie Budd completing the top 10.
Well, Paul, congratulations. A podium place for you there, but that was an eventful race, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's very full eventful from start to finish. Everyone was choosing what tyres to start off on because of the rain we had. We went for dries, some went for wets, so it was a toss-up between the two.
Well, Lewis, congratulations, second place there. Those minis are a lot of fun, aren't they?
They are, yeah. It's a fantastic race. Tricky conditions. Changing, obviously, at the beginning was quite wet. We were on slick, so the latter part came to us. But it's great. We've only just got the car built, so big thanks to my father, Rob Selby, Tim Stanbridge and Simon Fisher. They've helped out, working long hours to get the car out, so it's really enjoyable to get a good result for them.
Darren, congratulations. A very convincing win there in the minis. You know, it's hard to pull out a lead in these minis anyway, and you did it by somewhat 11 seconds in the end, I think that win was. Congratulations.
It was quite exciting in the middle, and then towards the end I got a bit lonely, but I'm happy to take that.
I'm sure you're not going to complain about being lonely, are you?
I won't complain, no.
Well, we've enjoyed some fantastic on-track action from these vintage minis today. Loads of great, exciting racing from both the Mini Miglias and the Dunlop Mini 7s. Thanks for joining us. That's it from Brands Hatch. It's bye for now.